Happy Halloween, friends! How are you doing? How is your spooky season? You'll probably be seeing this right around Halloween, but today we are going to get ready and do a fall look and celebrate the season. You know, with my wet hair and my pumpkin googly gobblies. What? This is my stepdaughter's. And I stole it from her. Don't tell her. Anyways, I thought I would sit down and film this, get ready with me while I have the chance, because as you've guessed it, there's a sleeping baby. And I have to get ready because I have a client in my studio later tonight and I have to attempt to look like a person when other people are around. So I've already prepped my skin with some skincare. My skin is super dry right now because fall, and also I've been using a new retinol product at night, so it does tend to dry you out once you're getting used to it. But I mean, things look good for being 44. I don't have lots of stuff, but everything feels tight, which I guess is probably a good thing, but also like dry. So I started with, I did it already, but I'll give you a rundown of what I did. I don't usually go into my skincare too much, but I started with this Kiehl's product. It's the Iris Extract Activating Treatment Essence. It's aggressive. It has Iris Florentina extract to reactivate skin's youthful look for smoother, radiant skin. I've had this bottle for probably almost a year. I wonder when it starts to rot. 12 months, we're still good. But this I love because you just put it in your hands and then splash it on your face. You're not using like cotton round or anything like that. So to me, I love the convenience of it, and it's better for the environment. Then, because I'm feeling really dry, I added this hyaluronic acid. This is the Vichy Mineral 89. And then to moisturize and seal everything in, I use the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion with the SPF. I don't know why I felt the need to eat that. So we're just gonna get ready and chat. So let's start with the obvious topic. Well, there's a few. One, is this a row of velvet cloaks? Two, is this my laundry? Yeah. Three, if you can guess what these things are in the background, I will give you a shout out in the next live stream, which should be happening here on this channel on election night. So set yourself a reminder or write it in your planner, as I do, because I am Victorian. I use a quill. So let's start with the obvious. Are you, one, trick-or-treating as an adult? Are you, two, taking a child out to trick-or-treat? Are you, number three, handing out candy? Are you, number four, not doing that shit? There's no wrong answer. I have decided, because if you don't know, Halloween is my favorite day of the year, that I am going to hand out candy in a careful and safe manner. So what does that mean? I've already bagged up 50 like sandwich bag type things of like goodies. So I basically just bought like 3 big bags of candy, and then I dumped it all out because I needed to make it a production, and randomly chose like 4 or 5 pieces of candy for each bag. And then we have a very long driveway, and our porch, like our front lawn, sits back pretty far from the road, from the street. And so we are going to sit up on our porch with a table placed down at the end with the individual candy bags like spread out. So children who do trick or treat don't have to put their hand in like the bowl of community diseases. I'm kidding, because what else are we supposed to do in these times? Actually, 2 of my very close friends currently have coronavirus. So we have to laugh or else we're all gonna cry. So they're okay, but you know, it sucks. They feel like shit. So anyways, we're gonna spread it out on the table so kids can just grab one bag and not like, you know, put their hands into a cesspool. And then we're going to sit on the porch and cackle at children, because I am a witch. And there's nothing I like more than cackling at children. So that's our plan, to try to have a safe and still relatively normal Halloween. Since this is my first Halloween back in Michigan since 2017, when I lived in my old house in the Halloween of 2016, I lived in a great neighborhood for trick-or-treating. Kids came in droves. I freaking love it. So then I moved to an apartment when I got divorced, and nothing. And then when I lived in Ohio, we lived on like a main drag, like main street in like this little college town. So we didn't get a lot of trick-or-treaters. In fact, last year when Hazel was just a few months old, the only trick-or-treater we got was my stepdaughter who came from like 2 blocks over. That doesn't count, does it? So I'm excited to see like if we get a lot in this neighborhood because it makes me so happy. I just love it. So that's what we're doing. What are you doing, friends? To try and still feel somewhat normal in these not normal times. So over the past weekend, we actually had like a little small backyard gathering of like a bonfire, and I did a table with like little pumpkins for kids to decorate. And mind you, there were only 4 kids there, including my children. So it was very small, and people that I know are following rules. But even with all of that being said, I was still really nervous and like second guessing if I should be doing that or not. It's just so hard because I want my kids to still have some sense of normalcy, but like I know that Halloween is not more important than health, but like we're all doing what we can, right? So I get it if that's not what you're doing, and I'm not saying you should do it, but also let us live. Let us Halloween people live just a little. I am, of course, in no way denying that it's a problem, and I follow all the rules. So we had a little bonfire, and in fact, Krista didn't even come because she didn't feel good, and she does not have coronavirus. She's just got like a regular, I live in the Midwest, infection in her chest, you know, allergies and all that, kick it up. But she didn't come because we're being careful and we don't want to risk anything. But anyways, it was hard for me to enjoy things because I was worried the whole time. But I also wanted my children to have these memories. I'm super traditional and I am very nostalgic. So not making those memories is really, really a struggle for me. Like I feel a loss, an immense loss. And I know we're all feeling lost right now. So are you still doing some fall activities or just not chancing it whatsoever? Again, no right or wrong answer here. Oh my God. So today it's super gloomy. Very like one of those days where you're just gonna like hunker down and not do anything and stay inside and maybe watch a little TV, or like I did today. I've been like making notes and like planning things for the channel because every couple of months I get really excited and do that, right? So today my idea I pitched to Krista was to do a live stream with her on a weekly basis. And what would that look like? And what is the goal with that? And how do we make that work? And all of that good stuff. Thankfully she said yes and that she would be interested in it, because she could have been like, no bitch. There's a reason I'm not here anymore. No, I mean, we're both, I want to say out of work. I do work a little bit, but that's only because I can work for myself, and I am a licensed hairstylist and I have a studio. So I'm still working, but let me tell you, the 3 clients a week I do is not in any way an income to write home about. Like it is buying groceries, and I'm thankful for that. But so we're both pretty much out of work because we work in the beauty industry, and I had to move during a pandemic. And so, yeah, what can I do that's still within my industry, you know, and have a career and keep going and feel like me? And, you know, Krista feels the same way. So we're going to see where it goes. So we're going to start doing a weekly live stream, and we're going to start on election night. So join us. I can't guarantee that I won't say some shit. So if you don't want to hear it, don't join. But join us, because a lot of things that are going on in this country affect us personally. And yeah, we're going to talk about it because it affects us. It affects our families. So there will be wine, so I can't guarantee how nice we're going to be. But we are also going to, of course, be including a makeup element to that live stream. And I'm going to keep it a secret because I'm super excited about it. And it's just an idea that came to me earlier today. And I think maybe like I'm a creative genius. So come back here on Tuesday, November 3rd for the live stream. I'm thinking somewhere between 7 and 8 we're going to start it. I will, of course, update in the community tab. And if you don't look in the community tab, you should, because I do sometimes put like polls and give you little tidbits of info in there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Are you going to watch election night coverage? It's very stressful. I'm kind of scared, which is why I gotta have backup with my friends. Or does this not matter to you at all because you're living a charmed life? I'm gonna end my rant and soapbox there. So yeah, so it was like gloomy and I was like feeling pensive and creative, and this is a great time to be creative. I love when the weather's like this. Like, it is just gray and kind of cold. It's like good thinking weather. I can't think when it's hot. All my meats are sweaty. So I'm going to go in with my go-to fall eyeball decoration, otherwise known as eyeshadow. I've been using this quite a lot in the last week or so, and it's the pumpkin pie. Yeah. Little bite-sized elf shadow. I featured these in my favorites video, which if you have not watched that, I'll link it. I'll put it at the end. It's my fall favorites, and this is in it along with the other bite-sized elf palettes that I have right now. I'm distracted because I'm looking for a brush, so I'm like, beep boop. The shimmers are amazing in these, and they are best with your finger, but I'm gonna go in with a little of the matte shade first and then pop on a shimmer with my finger. What new makeup holiday are you guys into? I've been following like Trend Mood and whatever, and like looking at the tabs on Sephora and Ulta to like see what's coming. Is there anything that you're excited about? I am very excited if I can figure out how to put a screenshot of my Sephora cart, because it's like my wish list, into the video. I will. But like I said in the beginning of this thing, I'm like from the 1800s. The fact that I can record this, miracle. I would prefer like, you know, lamplight, black lace, and I don't know, horses, carriages. I'm not into the technology. I'm trying real hard. So if I can put in a screenshot of my Sephora cart, I will, and you will see the things I am interested in. Let me try to like search around in my brain for maybe some remnants, and I can tell you what I think is in there. I definitely have the Natasha Denona Clam palette in there. I've never owned any of her products, and I know there's mixed reviews on whether they're worth it or not, but this isn't one of the $125 guys. This is like a $65 palette, and it's mostly cool tones, which, I mean, I like all tones. Obviously, I'm freaking putting pumpkin orange on my eye right now. But I love a cool tone. Always have. Like cool tone purples and grays and silvers and taupes. Those are my jam. So that's in there. But then there's also like a mini, like a Natasha Denona mini that's called something. But it's basically like the mini of that one. I don't know what it's called. But it's basically just like a cool toned, like I think they're 5-pan. And I put that in there too. I put the new Pat McGrath one in there. It's like a bunch of really pretty, like dazzling, ethereal, beautiful colors that just I don't need, and unlikely I'll use them that much considering I don't leave my house. But they're so beautiful. And it's Christmas, so I feel like that's more appropriate to be elaborate and like extravagant and out of control. So I popped it in there, and the reason why I'm making this list, by the way, is that I like already had made the list, and then I said to Kelly, I was like, should we do stocking stuffers for each other? Because I already have a list of things I want. And she was like, yeah, I guess, because we had like, that's not her voice. Oh my God, if she watches this, which she probably doesn't, she's gonna kill me. We decided we weren't gonna buy each other gifts. But, you know, I feel like stocking stuffers do not count as gifts, because you gotta have something in your stocking, especially if it's from Santa and there are little people watching. So, okay, so I have those things in there. I have, again, this is me trying to search my brain for what's in there. I think I have a Charlotte Tilbury, one of the eye quads in there. I own one, I love it. The vintage vamp. So I'm just taking that on my finger and pressing it on the lid. What else is in there? I felt like there's something else good in there that I'm not telling you about that I was excited. Oh, the Hourglass, the new Edit, but not the full 6-pan one, the mini one. I don't know if they're mini, but it's like the 4 instead of the 6. I have that in there because I think it's like $58 instead of $80. Because I just rediscovered my ambient lighting trio, and yeah, like it's real good. Real good. So in the middle shade, the diffuse light or dim light or whatever, the lightest one is pretty much like hit pan. So I feel like I would use that all the time because I'm not like a huge blush person. So like to have like something with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight option just in it, like I could throw out my other things. Like let me just show you. I've had this Tarte blush for like, I don't know, 70 years. And it is hitting pan. But this is, I own like 4 blushes and I don't buy them ever. They just appear. Like, I don't seek them out. So yeah. Although I've seen a couple of cream blushes that I feel like I want, but I feel like I would wear a cream blush more in the summer. So I'll probably just hold off. But anyway, so that's in there. I don't know if my brain's going to come up with the rest. Oh, I almost forgot to put my brow gel on. Yeah, so holiday stuff. I never ever want anything from Tarte or Too Faced, but that's only because I'm 44. I'm sure if you're younger, like, go for it. And I also don't want like giant palettes of things because I know, and I've decluttered a lot, and you can go back and watch my declutter videos, that it's just not something I'm going to use. And I really am looking at things like I would rather spend more money, if that's the case, which obviously with the e.l.f. shadows you don't have to, they're $4, but have exactly what I want than, you know, like buy a Morphe palette that's 36 shades in it and you use one shade, you know? So I don't know. Not that it has to be high end, but I am looking more, I'm being more critical of like, am I actually going to use these things? Because I've spent a lot of time decluttering and I don't have like money to just throw around. But I feel like for gifts, I think, do I hear a baby? But for like Christmas and stuff, I feel like that's when you can get like maybe something fancier. Last year, Kelly got me the ABH Jackie Aina palette. She surprised me. I didn't ask for it. She just picked one out for me. So, then I mentioned that I like taupe eyeshadows. I went on the ColourPop site to see if the taupe shadow palette is still around, and it looks to be out of stock right now, but I haven't checked on Ulta yet. I want it. I want it real bad. And by the way, somebody commented and said that I shouldn't throw out the Juvia's Place palette and that it was wasteful and that I should take it back. And sure, but I didn't buy it in store and I don't want to go in store, and I didn't actually throw it away yet, but it is locked in a cupboard where it belongs because it was very bad. Very bad. Oh yeah, I hear little babies. I hear the little baby. I woke her up with my big mouth. Okay, so we're gonna blush, bronze, and get the heck out of here. Just kidding, but I do have a schedule to maintain. Although I haven't even been putting blush on, so I don't know why I said that. I've just been going in with the bronzer of Life, the L'Oreal Bronze It. You know, my fave. I mean, my skin looks great. So I guess I have to just deal with the dryness. I've been using the La Roche, no, that's a candy, right? No, wait, what is it called? La Poche, no. La Pose Roche. Oh boy, La Roche-Posay. I have the sunscreen there. That was amazing. I've been using the Adaptoline at night because it's basically vitamin A, it's like retinol. Oh boy, the dryness is substantial. But my skin does look really good. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I am old. And sometimes you just gotta beep, beep. Let's see, should I just do a little highlight and call it a day? Let's use this oldie. And this is for sure diseased because I bought this probably 6 years ago. Does anyone have this laying around still? Becca Opal? I just feel like it's a day for that. I mean, I don't think highlighters go bad. It's not like they have dairy products inside of them, do they? I mean, I get bacteria, but I don't use these on anybody but me. But I feel like that looks good with the pumpkin vibe. So I got to do something last week that I haven't done in years. Literally years. Well, 18 months. I got to sing with my friend Kate. Outside, socially distanced. And that was really nice. Because we have not sang together in 18 months or so. And so now I'm back and available for harmonies. So we did it just for fun. It just fed my soul a little bit to go back to some of our jams that we used to sing all the time. Kate's a songwriter. They're her jams. I sing the harms. It was really, really nice. I felt like me for the first time in a long time, which is very important. Okay, now I'm going to mascara my balls, which you know I'm going to do with this Lash Paradise. I saw that there's a new L'Oreal mascara. I feel like I need to get it. Has anybody tried it? I think it's called Air Volume. I like fatty brushes like this. And I like anything that's volumizing because I have super long eyelashes that are actually like too long and kind of scary. Like I never mascara my lower lashes because it looks like there's like tarantula legs that come down to here. The only time I ever do is if I've got a lot of makeup on the bottom. So yeah, I've got to add that to my Ulta or Sephora carts. I would say my number one would be that Natasha Denona Glam palette is my number one on my wish list. What if I get it and it's garbage, hot garbage pile? Christmas will be ruined. Does anybody else want to put their Christmas stuff up like right after Halloween's over? I'm not that person. I like to give each holiday its like own spotlight and room to breathe. But I mean, there's nothing to look forward to. Thanksgiving, I'm not like, that's not my favorite holiday. I don't hate it, but number one, I don't like turkey. I always cover it in cranberry sauce because I like cranberries and I hate gravy. I think I have a whole video about the same thing that I hate turkey. I hate green bean casserole from last year at this time. That's just not my holiday. I like appetizers and wine. So if that was Thanksgiving dinner, I'd be all about it. But I am going to be hosting Christmas Eve, hopefully, as long as nothing's weird in the world and it's safe to do so, for my immediate family. And Krista and Emily, obviously, they're all like family. So let's just get to the good stuff. That's what I'm saying. All right, friends, let's pick out a lip color. I do wear a mask in my studio in my house, so it's going to be a gloss that I can wipe off easily. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be because I could just take it off. I have not bought new lipstick. I mean, I've bought glosses. I actually forgot to feature the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in my favorites, and I would use it right now, except it's all the way downstairs. I'm not going to find that, so let me just see. Should I use like an actual lipstick bullet? I haven't worn a lipstick in 200 years. The only ones I own are in this little pouch. All my glosses are like on my vanity in a little thing. Let's look, because I like decluttered all of my lipsticks because I hadn't bought any new ones and they were very old. I forgot about you. Let's use you. You're probably pretty old, but I love you. I don't know if they still make this. I'm sure they do. It's the Maybelline Touch of Spice. This was such a jam years ago, and I actually love this color so much. Let's put it on. Let's go back in time. She's a little dry. There's something about this color that I love so much. Because it's earthy, but it's still pink. It's not too brown. Let's leave this buddy out on my vanity. He's lost his point. They've changed genders a few times. They're fluid. And I have to grab a lip brush. I love it because this is like a dark, warm pink, which I love. I love a dusty pink. I love a dark, warm pink. I do not like a bright pink. I don't like a bubblegum pink. Let's see, do I have a lip brush available here? Nothing's happening. Just to perfect it a little. For my baby when she gets up from her nap. I'm happy with my choice, friends. I love that lipstick. I forgot all about it. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so here we are. I'm ready for the day. It is 4 o'clock. It seriously is. I will be throwing some curls in my hair, and maybe you'll see that in the thumbnail. Maybe. If you like this video, friends, give it a like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can follow along, and happy Halloween. Stay around for the live stream on election night. I don't know what stay around means. I guess move in, subscribe, so that you'll know when we go live. I am considering adding the super chat to my lives. If you don't know what that is where you get like a special emoji. It costs money. It goes to the channel, and you get like special chat stickers, and you know, we'll shout you out and say hello to you, longtime friends that joined us last time for our live, which was amazing. I mean, that's what it's about, right? Like, we wanted to try to gather that community we created 5 years ago and bring you back in. So, election night, 7-ish Eastern time. Subscribe, ring the bell. Happy Halloween.